Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. I wanted to go over the purchases I made at our coin show this weekend. This was put on by my local coin club, which I'm a part of. And I got some pretty good stuff. I didn't spend a lot of money, but I think I got a few good things, so I was pretty happy with it. It was a pretty good show. Alright, so let's start off and look at this 1939. This one I got simply because I need one in my book, and this is a great example. There's barely any dings, or you see how clean those fields are. I'm not sure if it's MS64 or not because I'm not the best grader, but I would say it's definitely in mint state. As you can see, I paid $22 for it, which was a little less than what MS64 would be worth. Next I've got this 1959, which says BU, and it's got a little bit of toning. And it's actually also a very nice coin. It is BU condition, I would say. And the reason why I got this one is because it's a type B reverse. And again, I paid $22 for it. I don't know why $350 was on the flip, unless that was a really, really old value of this coin or something. But I'll show that under the microscope here shortly. Next is this 51S. This is a Franklin half dollar, and it's not in the greatest of shape by any means. I paid $42 for it, and that's kind of the price for a low mint state, I think, this coin. And this, I don't think it's mint state condition. It's probably high XF, but I got it because we won't be able to see it, but it has a repunch mint mark, and I will show that under the microscope as well. The 1952D. This is again one that I needed for my book, so I went ahead and picked this one up. It's very clean. It's probably not high mint state, but it's probably mint state condition. One of the things I look for is the mint mark to be very clean, and this one is. Not very many scratches or anything, so it's basically uncirculated. I paid about $9 for it. Then I got this 2015 S proof, and just look at that, how nice that cameo is. This is a beautiful coin. It's a silver proof. Look at the toning on the reverse around the outside. If you can see it very well, you can tell that the color is different, but it's a very pretty coin. I paid $12 for this one as well, and yeah, just for putting it in my collection. I will mention that these two kind of lower end items are kind of mercy buys, and when I say that, what I mean is that a lot of people in this hobby feel like if you're going to sit at a dealer's table for a while, take up space in front of their table, and look through a lot of stuff, which is what I do. I'll spend, an hour or two at a table, and it's nothing at all for me, but I'm taking up space for that dealer. So I always like to walk away purchasing something from that dealer. I can't, spend too much time and not get something from them. So I picked these up. I mean, it's not real expensive. It's not a huge amount of money for them, but at least it's something, And I didn't spend 2 hours at these guys' tables, but you get the point. Anyway, next let's look at this one. This is a 1966. It's a Jefferson nickel with a clip planchet, and you can see right there. The coin is very nice. It's in great condition, which is one reason why I wanted to get it. But you can see right here, there's a little bit of the Blakesley effect on the reverse here. Not very much, because it is a small clip, so it didn't really affect the edge very much, but there's a flattening right there, which is called the Blakesley effect. And I paid $4 for this. Felt like that was a great deal. I also picked up this 64 Denver Roosevelt dime, also with a small clip planchet. It's got a little bit of toning. It's a pretty nice coin as well. Got a little toning on the back there, and as you can see, maybe right across from the clip there's a little bit of Blakesley effect on this reverse as well. I paid about $9 for that, which is not bad considering that melt value as of March 28th, 2026 is approximately $5 on a dime, so I paid $9 for it. Then I'm going to take a look at this one here. This is as you can see, an 1884 Dos Centavos. This is from Argentina. The the flip says VF. I paid $10 for it. When I looked at Numista, which numista.com is a place where you can go and look at information about all kinds of foreign coins and stuff, it said that in, I think, AU condition, this coin's probably worth $4 to $5. But as you can see, it says up here double strike, which, you know, I kept looking at the coin and I'm like, I don't see that this is double struck. And in fact, it is not. It is a doubled die, and it's a really cool one, and I'll show that to you underneath the microscope. As you can see, this one's a bronze composition. There was about, I think, 5.7 million that were minted. It's a pretty common coin. On both sides, right in here, there's the Phrygian hat. This guy's wearing it as well, if that's their, I don't know who that might be, but anyway, that stands for like liberty and freedom. I think it was worn during the French Revolution and stuff, so just a little history on that, and I'll also give some more information on that while we're looking under the microscope. And then I've got this one that I bought for $1. It's a 1939 Jefferson nickel. Not in the greatest shape, but hey, I paid $1 for it. And I will say that this is actually going to be the one that I think was my best cherry pick of the show. So I will get that one on the microscope as well. Let's get over to that and we'll go through some of these coins. Okay, so first up is the 1959 Washington quarter. As you can see, pretty decent shape. Kind of clean all around. I didn't take it out of the flip because it's pretty easy to see this, but so this is the Type B reverse, which is distinguishable by that extra wide gap in between the E and the S of states. This was a proof reverse. It's the FS901. Also, down here at the A, that leaf is extended down and touching the A, which is part of the diagnostic, as well as the arrow tips are going into that leaf instead of being above it. And I think that's all the diagnostics for it, but I'm sure Indigon Demon will leave me a message if there's something I've missed. Alright, so next up is the Franklin half dollar. This is a 1951 S, and this is an RPM. This is the FS501. As you can see there on the bottom portion of the S, it's extended out, and that's part of that repunchment mark. I'm going to have to lift it up just a little bit, and you can see right there on the left-hand side of the S. See if I can get a better focus. There we go. You can see that there is an extra piece there on the left-hand side, as well as right to the southwest of that lower serif ball on the S. And you could probably see this a lot better if it was in better condition, but I'll put a picture up here to show you what it should look like, or well, what it does, but it's just harder to see on my coin. Then next we are going to look at this Argentina coin. And we're going to start at the top where it says Libertad. And as you can see, there's not any doubling there. But as we go around the rim, you'll see some doubling starting on that star. And you can also see it starting into the denticles. Those denticles have a doubling on the right-hand side. As we get down here to the lettering, you can see on that D for the dos, the O Look at all that doubling. It's so strong. Look at the S. Whew. And guess what? It just keeps getting better. There's the centavos. Look at that E. There's a whole nother E right there. As well as the N and the T and the AV. And as we get back around here, it's losing its doubling, and we're back to here where there is no doubling. There's also some doubling in the hair right there. And the best spot to me is right there. The Houdinier, I think is how you pronounce it.
Eugene André Houdinier.
He was the engraver of the coin, so his last name is on the coin. And it's pretty incredible. But I also wanted to give you a little bit more information about the type of doubling that this is. Okay, so really quickly I wanted to explain this kind of hub doubling that we're looking at, and I'm going to use these half dollars for examples. I would say probably the most recognized type of hub doubling is the Class 1 for like the 1955 Lincoln cent. And basically what happens there is that the working hub is pressed into the working die a first time, it's backed out, it ends up being rotated a little bit and then pushed back down to hub a second time into that die to make sure that the devices are all strong and everything. And that's what creates that doubling, is that rotation. That's Class 1. This particular coin is a Class 5 hub doubling, which is what is referred to as a pivoted hub doubling, which means that there's around the rim there is some point at which the working hub was not moved and basically rotates and pivots off of that point. So on our coin that we're looking at, the hub point was probably somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock, and what happened was, so the first hub was made into the coin, or into the working die, excuse me, and then for the second one it was rotated a little bit, but that pivot point stayed the same. So as you can see, if you pivot, it's going to get, like, the designs are going to be much further apart away from that pivot point. As you get closer, there's no doubling at all. So up here on this side there's not any doubling, but down away from that pivot point is where the strongest doubling occurs. And that's Class 5 hub doubling, is when there's just that pivot point and that rotation. And it's not as big as what I'm making it here, probably. It's just a little bit of a, little bit of a movement. But that's what I wanted to explain. Alright, so as you see, that's what we're looking at. Pretty awesome coin for $10, I think. Then we've got the last one, which is this kind of cruddy Jefferson nickel. Not that great. As you can see, it's 1939. And in this condition, you might think, oh, did he pick up a Henning? Well, no, I didn't pick up a Henning, unfortunately. But I did pick up the FS 801 doubled Monticello for $1. And as you can see, very well doubled across Monticello and 5 cents. And it's in poor condition, but it's worth more than $1, so I feel like this was my best cherry pick. I know that a lot of you might have seen before, but this one's not quite as impressive as my MS66 version, which is crazy. So this is what it looks like in better condition. That doubling is just immense. So yeah, that's my cherry pick for this particular show. And I hope you guys liked the video. I appreciate you hanging out with me and going through these coins. If you did like the video, hit the like button, share it out to your friends if you think they might like it, give it a hype. If you're not subscribed and you like the content, please subscribe. That helps out my channel. I'm trying to get to 500 eventually. And I will see everyone on the next video. keep up the good hunt.
You watch this thing, you glorious